Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry. If you don't give me rye whiskey, I surely will die.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Woke up in the sanitarium. In the ring, I feel like Leatherface. Run up, then I bury you. They know the vibes when I'm coming through. They told you lies, but we know the truth. Vibes, gotta let it loose. Yeah, I'm gone, I can't feel my face. Gone, you won't see my face. Gone, feel like Leatherface. Gone, feel like Leatherface. Sanitarium.
I don't know what I did that for.
Better get up.
You know what? I'm just gonna start and roll with it. Yeah, we're on a new system here. I'm trying these Eve mucks out away from StreamYard. Looks like it's not without complete error. But yeah, Saturday night here in the sanitarium. Being El-Guapo. Where is that motherfucker? Where are you at? Where you at, Dick? There he is. El-Guapo.
Ni hao.
What's going on, man?
Hola, senor. What's going on?
Shake and bake.
Yep, shake and bake.
Just
We
living,
got a
just living that dream.
we got a modern day steel warrior, a knight from Texas on tonight, right?
A knight from Texas. That's right. From the full steel combat.
Where chivalry still exists.
Yeah, these guys, you guys get full fucking blown armor, axes, swords, sword and board, you name it, maces, and they go at it. I guess the object is to take a person to the ground, or damage their helmet, so they get I think they stop the match at that point.
I watched a couple of those videos. It looks pretty rough. I also stumbled upon M1, which I had no idea even existed. It's MMA with full armor.
And that looks more to me more vicious and I don't know what Grant does to me looks more fun and more like what they're doing is just straight up fucking trying to kill each other. I mean, I don't know. That's some gladiator shit. I mean, if that shit was sharp, you'd be fucking shithole.
Well, it still looks like it hurts. I mean, if somebody happens to hit your hand with an axe or with a these swords are heavy as shit. I've got one hanging on the wall in the other room. Somebody hits you, especially in the hand or the arm or the head, something like that, you could do some serious damage. I wonder how many people actually get injured doing this sport. I guess it's a reenactment sport is what I heard Grant call it in one of his videos.
Well, definitely ask him when he comes on for sure. Yeah. I got a couple of questions.
Yep.
Yeah, did you see that big old giant guy? I think his name is Sir Gregory. He's like He's like Andre the Giant in fucking armor.
He is Andre Big and Andre old Andre Slow, but Andre Big for sure.
Oh yeah, at 7'1", full steel combat. And I'm thinking about. I've been talking about it, and the wife is like, I don't know. His wife who used to come with me to do wrestling matches, and I'm all gung ho and all good, and then the next 4 days I'm like, Back then we didn't have kids, so she had to rub me down and take care of me and baby me in bed for like 4 days after, And she's like, now you're older. Now we got kids. Now I'll have 3 babies I gotta take care
of. Just what she needs, more work.
Shit.
Yeah, I think you could take them. Get yourself a set of armor and get your cardio back into shape.
Oh yeah, yeah. Grant said he can make it happen. To make it down there to Texas. he can make the magic happen.
Definitely something worth filming.
Oh yeah. So what's new this week? Anything else we're missing? Oh yeah, big rest in peace for one of very famous moonshiners, Jim Tom, passed away last week. Very sad deal. But up there with popcorn, making some moonshine. Yeah,
nobody gets to live forever, but he had a good run.
Yeah, that was a really good run. But yeah, anything else going on besides we're about to go into war with Russia, usual shit? Anything else I'm missing?
Normal stuff. Another hurricane brewing in the Atlantic. Keep an eye on that.
Shootings everywhere. All right, we're good to go.
Yeah, you know, situation normal, all fucked up.
I want to get into Texas. Oh,
Beautiful day.
Shit going on down there.
Where was that?
Texas. They got some shit going on there. I want to get into that on this one. We'll save that for a different show.
Yeah, let's have Grant comment on that. He's a Texan.
Yeah, sure. All right, well, we'll go ahead and go to our first commercial, and we'll be right back with a clip from Grant the Knight, and we'll bring the man on himself.
Yep. Roll that beautiful fudge footage.
Oh, yeah.
The best fudge comes from Uranus.
Oh.
Uranus, Missouri.
That felt good.
Tastes even better.
Wow. Deep in the crack of America's heartland, the citizens of Uranus are bursting to give you their amazing fudge. That's right, fudge from Uranus. I'm not fudging with you. We're literally in Uranus. That's the mayor of Uranus, and you can get your fudge out the back door at UranusGeneralStore.com.
And we're not fudging with you. I'm as serious as a fudging horse kick to the side of your fudging head.
I am as serious as forgetting your fudging anniversary.
I'm serious as skid marks on your fudging undies.
I'm serious as fudging a pregnancy test.
Whoa.
I'm serious as fudging the presidential election.
I'm serious as fudging the bar exam.
Uranus squeezes out so many different fudges that they have a fudge for everyone. They got blueberry fudge, chocolate fudge, vanilla fudge, chocolate pecan fudge, mint chocolate fudge, cookies and cream fudge, peanut butter fudge, M&M fudge, toffee bar fudge. There's a fudge for everyone. Right now I'm making the mayor's #2 favorite flavor of fudge. You can try some at UranusGeneralStore.com. Click now.
That is some yummy fudge from Uranus.
The best fudge does come from Uranus, Mr. Mayor. That's my dad. Go to UranusGeneralStore.com and order the best fudge and fudge this side of the Mississippi. And the other fudge inside, too. We can't contain it anymore. Uranus is about to explode across your screen and your front door.
Ooh, fudge!
Quit prairie dogging and order the best fudging fudge ever. Hey, Mr. Prairie Dog. So if digging for fudge in Uranus isn't your thing, then bring your fingers over here. Uranus offers a lot more than fudge. They got fudging magnets. They got fudging hats and the hottest fudging calendars of Uranus you've ever fudging seen. Ooh, that's cool. But if you ask me what the best part about Uranus is, other than the fudge in Uranus, it's the fudging shirts. Fudge not. Fudge. Want to see more of Uranus? Come see the amazing attractions like
The Moonicorn Creamery and Funnel Cakery.
Fudge It Great!
Escape Uranus Escape Rooms.
Fudgerific!
Uranus Sideshow Museum.
Hot Fudge!
Chicken Bones Party Bar and Grill.
Fudge, yeah! So quit fudging around. How many more times do I need to say fudge to get you to order some fudge and fudge? Seriously, Uranus can't hold this fudge forever, so you might as well order some fudge today, for fudge's sakes. Go to UranusGeneralStore.com and order your fudge today. Or come down here and drop some deuces yourself. Peace!
Uranus! Let's make Uranus great again.
You blowing somebody's face?
Fudge.
You blowing somebody?
No.
Fucking chicken head?
Dick.
On guard! On lay! Up! Cheer for your knight! Ah, they are sizing each other up, waiting for the right opportunity. Very powerful blow. So Grant lands the first shot. Oh, he's swinging and a miss. So Alan Dave. Very well. Lay off. So Alan invades the El-Guapo. Stop trying to undress him. Here we are. Face your opponent and lay on!
Some judo there at the end.
Yeah, I was takedown.
Nice.
That's sick, huh?
Some hard fucking hits. I'm so surprised that they don't get more injured.
Would you try it?
I don't know. I think I'm a little old for that shit. I
How
watched
old
from
are you
the
now? How old are you now?
50.
Oh shit! Only a few years younger than you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go fight the fucking Goliath.
You're
The
fucking
behemoth.
crazy. I'll fight another 50-year-old. Give me another old man to fight. I'm not fighting no fucking 21-year-old. I know how MMA goes that way. Like,
Well, that dude ain't putting figure 4 or anything, man. So
let's bring in the old guy and beat him up.
Grantland's pretty tough, man. I mean, they were just fucking started socking motherfuckers there. I'm like, oh yeah.
So which color was Grant wearing?
Hopefully, he was the one that won.
With the blue and the red. Yeah, blue and red.
You didn't win that one. No, he didn't win that one. But I think you definitely kicked his ass more, man. I think you lit his ass up.
Oh, he did. He did. It's that trip, that judo trip at the end that got him.
Oh shit!
Let's bring him on.
Further ado,
yeah,
here's Grant the Knight. What's up, man?
What's up, y'all?
He's like, where the fuck did I just show up to? This isn't like a regular boring ass podcast with some nerds jacking each other off over Dungeons and Dragons. This is some real motherfuckers here.
So that fight, here. Yeah, go ahead, I definitely lost that fight for sure.
How long you been doing this for, man?
I think I'm going on 4 years now.
4 years? How old are you?
Yeah, 30. I'll be 37 in a couple months.
I guess
November.
And what's the wife think of it?
She likes it. We're always a little worried. Some injury's gonna take me out, but
as long as it doesn't hurt your cock.
I'm
not a cock. You're not gonna.
That does matter to me.
And that's if you have a very good chance of getting a fucking dick cut off in this sport, but. I know all the weapons they're blunt anyway, right? I know they're not sharp or nothing.
They're blunt, but
if that was sharp, that metal would be fucking tearing up and just, oh man.
If you get hit in the right spot though, it's gonna break still. Your skin. Yeah. I've caught an axe in the hand, in the palm, and God knows what I was thinking, but it busted it open. That's probably the worst.
So what weapons are allowed?
Pretty much anything you can find a medieval source for, except hammers and warhammers, really.
That axe though almost looks like a hammer. It's and you said you've caught one to the hand. Did you actually break any bones?
No, I've been really lucky, man. A lot of the people around me have torn ACLs, biceps, triceps. There's one guy that caught an axe in between his gauntlet and his arm armor. It's called a vambrace, and it busted all the way to the bone and chipped it. You could see the bone and everything. Like.
Jesus.
But the only thing I've ever done is caught that axe to the palm, and it just busted it open. I probably should have got stitches, but I didn't, and I'm okay.
So go ahead and I'm gonna give you the floor for a minute. You want to tell us the story how you got into this?
Yeah, I saw this. I was at the Texas Renaissance Festival, which it's the biggest one in the country, I believe, and I saw a little sign, Full Steel Combat. It said Real Combat. I'm like, no freaking way, man. So I actually I missed it the first weekend I was there, the first Saturday, but we went the next one as well. And I was frustrated for missing it. There's actually a YouTube video of me vlogging that one where I see it, and this girl was fighting and she got hurt real bad. And they had to like help her up and take her out. I'm like, dude, this is real. I got to do this. Because all I'd ever done before was foil fencing in college. And, it's fun. It's cardio for sure, but it's not this. This is like next level sword crap. So, but after that, I just hit up a team near me, and that was that, man. From then on, I've been doing it.
Speaking about sword foil fencing, did you ever do any saber fighting? Because I mean, they're both Olympic events.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I had too much fun in college, honestly, and
Nice.
I had to stop college for a little while. I actually my ACL foil fencing too.
You got any kids?
I do. I got 3, almost 12, 10, and 8.
Wow.
Been married 13 years almost, and with her almost 18.
All right.
Long time.
How the kids think of it?
It's something Dad does, right? So it's cool, but it's not. The older one's slowly starting to show more interest though in lifting and fighting, which is pretty cool.
Nice. So what's the worst injury you've seen in any match that you've actually watched? Anybody actually get killed or serious concussions or anything like that?
So I'll tell you one I've physically seen myself, and then the worst I've seen on a video. The one I've seen that's worst, I guess there's 2 really. There's one guy, Alex and Zane, I believe, are fighting. And it was just a bad twist and a bad turn, and his leg twisted the wrong way, and that ACL tore. But when it tore, God, like, he was in some serious pain. You could hear it, you could see it. It sucked to watch. The worst I've seen concussions and stuff too. Poor guy got like thrown straight into the list, the wooden barrier we use, and he was done for like 2 or 3 weeks actually. The worst on a video, there's this piece on a helmet in the back we call a Simon strap. It's a retention strap. It goes to your brig so the helmet can't come off. Before that was a thing though, a guy named Simon, right as the guy was swinging his axe, his helmet came off and it hit him right in the head, in the skull, and cracked it and everything. No, he still fights. He's actually one of the 50-year-olds that.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a he's like the pioneer for it in America though. He's been there since the beginning, since it really started. So
that's incredible. So the M1, is that kind of like the major leagues of full steel fighting, or?
So M1, we have a thing called pro fights with this as well. It's a total different category, and M1 is like the pro fighting of the sport. So that's where they get the 10 seconds on the ground and everything too. You can do different things, and it doesn't just stop when they hit the ground. It's probably the most brutal one-on-one you could possibly get at. Some of my friends have finally started. They have pro fights. Warlords has pro fights on Fridays, I think once a month right now. And then Nashville Armored Combat has pro fights a lot of Wednesdays, if not every Wednesday. But it's not as big over here as it is overseas. That's the main one-on-one if you're focusing on fighting all the way and being as brutal as you can. There's
Japan,
2 different.
Japan's a good place for that.
Yeah, it's something I've always wanted to get into, but you got to train specifically for that, and I don't have the time to do 3 different things on the sport right now, on top of the powerlifting and everything else. So,
yeah, I am definitely interested in trying it out. Where'd he go? Oh, he's back. Definitely interested in trying it out. I definitely need some time to, get my cardio back up a little bit. Get rid of some of the belly. But this guy Stuart Gregory that we're talking about, 7'1" giant. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the clip, show everybody right now. There we go.
Play on! Cheer for your knight. Thank you. So Gregor attacks hard with the pole method. So Arlen waits for his chance, the right place to strike, the right time.
Damn, that was like a nut shot.
So Arlen is fighting with a 200 crush on. I hear the bloodthirsty people in the crowd. Very good.
Does stop him.
So Alan wishes to bait Sir Gregor in, but Sir Gregor is waiting for him to come to the mountain. So Alan seeks to chop down the tree, but the tree may fall upon him.
Damn. Oh! Ooh!
Striking in the head.
That's a big slap.
Hold. He is asking you another weapon.
It's like, I'm not doing it.
The sport you can call for. He has not given up. He will go down. Run! Break down with two. Coming down to pieces. That's right, hug it out, hug it out.
It sucks getting squished by.
So, are there any illegal hits in this sport, Grant?
Yep.
Like the dick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is one. There's believe it or not, some people don't wear freaking cups either. I don't know what's wrong with them.
It bounced off his
I'm
dick
talking
like
about
three
you, buddy.
times. Like 3 times. Did you see that? There was
Yeah.
at least 3 shots that probably bounced right off that dude's gigantic schlong.
And Arlen, I have to fight Arlen so much. Like if I'm a 5, let's say rank 5 fighter, he's a 5.5. So it's a really even match with us, but it's usually I get freaking tired or I do something stupid because it's taking too long and he's trying to bait me, and then he takes advantage of that and does judo throw like you said earlier. You can't hit. Yeah, you can't hit the crotch, back of the knees. Really, it's frowned on hitting the knees at all. Your feet, and then once they're down, an accident hit could happen, but you ain't supposed to do it. Yeah. Other than that, and parallel to the spine. It's a big no-no.
What about the stabbing? So you're not allowed. Yeah, you're obviously not allowed to, because whether it's sharp or not, with a sword, you could actually run somebody through if you hit them in the right spot. So is that?
Yeah. No, you can't. No thrusting whatsoever. Yeah, because especially there's a couple, 2 guys now. One guy's eye is, I think, toast, and I don't know with the other one, but I know 2 guys that have gotten hit in the eyes too. It goes straight through the helmet, and usually it's a freak accident. Like there's someone else in front of them's going back to hit or something.
Yeah,
and then it gets in their helmet and pokes them in the eye.
And they lived.
Oh yeah, they're alive. One guy's got a patch on his eye, like for good now. Though he still fights.
Oh shit! I bet he looks mean as fuck when you go there. This big old knight in armor and a fucking patch. He's been doing some shit.
Has there ever been a fatality in the sport? I mean, boxing, was it like 3 fighters a year die in boxing on average? Has anything like that happened in this sport yet?
I've never heard of one. If there is one, I don't know about it. The worst I've ever heard was that axe going to the skull.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
Armor does its job most of the time, but I mean, injuries, it's like they're common and they're not at the same time. So
now, if the weapon is sharp, would it actually penetrate the armor? I mean, besides a thrust, would the slashing blows actually do anything to an armed person?
I don't think so. No, you just run the risk of all the open spots, between the armor. Like I got a gap up in here. You can see my skin. It hurts like hell when you get hit in it too. But
get whacked in the skin spot. Oof.
Yeah, it hurts bad.
So what instantly stops the match?
A serious injury, torn ligament, concussion, things like that. It depends on the.
Isn't your helmet breaking too?
Yeah, that'll stop it. With the show, we modify things a little bit. So the shows, it's not less real, but things are a little different because competitions typically are much slower. It's not just the fight slower. That's part of it sometimes, not all the time. because you got a lot on the line. Usually there's a gold medal. You've traveled to get there, things like that, right? With the show fights, we do what we call melee duels, where it's not timed, but you bring them to the ground. But because of that, different things can stop it. Like you don't always get another weapon. Like you saw Arlen get another weapon. That doesn't always happen. It depends on who's available to give one, how fast. If it's going to take too long, the show's just going to stop it right there because we're trying to pace things so people don't get bored in between.
Just don't hit the giant in the schlong with an axe; it'll break.
Yeah.
Hey,
actually, hitting him in the legs or anything just doesn't work.
See that first hit on him that knocked all that dust off his, off his tunic, or the hell it's called. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, I saw the big old dust cloud come off of it. I was like, oh shit. He keeps that thing. So that's how I know I can beat him. He keeps that shit in the closet too much, to where it gets dust on it.
No, that dude's practicing.
Okay, I'm just talking shit. I'm just trying to gain some momentum. Ignore me.
Is this a growing sport, Grant? Are you seeing more increased popularity with it? Is M1 getting bigger?
Yeah, so we're based off medieval tournaments, and I start with that because technically outside of 150 years or so, Europe's been doing it the whole time.
Wow.
Even the word bouhard, it comes from a French word bouhard, which means to wallop, and that's what they used to call it. So it's based off, a lot of people say, battle this, battle that. It's not about wars or battles. It's about the tournaments they used to go in between, which they didn't want people dying in, right? So the weapons were dull even then. And I'm sure people still did die. But for us, it's definitely gaining a lot more traction. I can see it on my own social media, so I'm sure other people can too. But it's grown quite a bit. I've seen a lot more teams every year in competitions, especially.
Telly brought up something about Japan earlier, and I mean, during Japan's feudal days, the samurai was their knight in armor. Have you seen? Has anybody ever come in with that, or is that that type that doesn't work? It has to be European medieval armor.
No, there's at least one guy that has full samurai armor. There's another guy who tried I'm gonna say it wrong, man, but it's that Russian lamella or whatever. It's that little plates that are layered.
Oh yeah. That's it.
Like that needs to be done right. That's kind of dangerous, but you can do it. The difference is in those tiny plates, the distribution of the hit, right? So the bigger the plate, the more it helps on the big parts. But there's a guy at least one in samurai armor. I've seen a chunk of Mongolian kits. Actually, our team has a lot of Mongolian kits, and one of my friends, he just got an amazing looking helmet with a face and everything. It's really cool.
Right.
Hard to breathe in, but cool. But yeah, anything you can find, like 1,400, 1,600, if you somewhere in that range. I think it actually goes to 12 or 1,100. Anything, as long as it's historically proven, you can do it.
These would have been the same tournaments where they had actual jousting tournaments, like where like King Henry VIII, got damaged and was brain damaged after that type of thing. They say turned him into a real sour person after that.
Yeah, same thing. A Knight's Tale, right? When he goes and does the foot fighting in the tournament first.
Yeah.
Apparently we're the peasants, according to that movie. But
so how long are you gonna do this for?
Until I can't.
You can't?
Yep. Ever think everybody knows with pick up a hobby, motivation stays high, right? It eventually goes away, just like anything else. But this is just turned into a thing I do.
It looks fun. It's like compared to what Phil was saying with the other ones with the MMA fighters going at it. Yeah. And there's like gold medal on the line and travel and expectations across the nations and nation pressure and everything. I can see how this is more of a fun show thing. You're not trying to take each other's heads off. You're just trying to take them to the ground. You're not trying to fucking absolutely destroy them.
Yeah, so the show fights, we have a certain set amount of shows at a venue or an event that we know we have to do with the same people. So there are things we try not to do specifically, like hitting the hands. Arlen, looking at you, because he chops me in the hands all the time. It hurts so bad. There's certain things we try not to. That's where I was getting at it a little while back. It's not less fake, but it is a show compared to a competition, right? So it's not choreographed. It's not less painful, really. Actually, I've been hurting the shows more. But in a competition, like they're all good people, so you don't want to hurt anybody, but you want to hurt them because the faster it's over, the faster they're out, the less of a chance you have to get hurt. It's the way a lot of us look at it. But you're not like looking to injure and ruin someone's life, So
yeah, there's a respect. You guys are actually friends at the end of the day.
Right, we are, and most of we go to. I missed nationals this year, but I've been the last 2 years, 3 years, and 90% of the people who are up there, we hang out after, we talk after, hug, people drinking, people having fun, all that. So,
are there any women doing this?
Oh yeah, dude. It's not as big, unfortunately. But one of my really close friends, she does it. She's actually the ref in those videos you showed. She fights. And then another one of my friends, Carly, so CM Turner is her username on there, or Daisy J. And Carly, they fight. There's I'd say 7, 8 pretty active women teams.
And it's just women against women. There's no co-ed competition.
Yeah, not in competition. Sometimes they'll do it depending on how many people sign up for like duels. And competition duels are different. They're timed. They go by points, all that stuff. So,
Tristan.
Yeah, competition duels are very different. Now,
wait, hold on. We're the Grant tonight. We'll be right back with the round table, hosted by Paul Roberts. Sorry, Grant, we're right with you. And here we go.
Is it Maynard time or more fudge time?
Mark, it's been a long time since we took us a vacation. Sometimes it's good just to slow down and try something different. For a couple old moonshiners, we make great rum runners.
Sugarland's award-winning hazelnut rum, Island Spirit, Appalachian Soul. Visit sugarlands.com.
Hey, this is Paul. Welcome to the round table. No, I'm going to get everything started here. Grant, I want to ask you, do you do any kind of jousting? Because I was in the army in Germany, and I forgot what town it was in, but they were in their full armor, and they were on horses jousting. And they now do it over in Kaltenberg Knights Tournament in Germany. And that's by the village of Kaltenberg, and it's a 1-hour drive from south of Munich. Have you ever been there, and have you done any jousting? Uh-oh. All right. On the round, okay. On the round table, we got Purple Sticky, we got Wrangler Dave, we got Terry Taint the Pirate, and we got Phil, and we got Leatherface. And so, anyway, I'm going to ask Christian first, and then I'm going to send it around the round table. So, have you done any jousting? Grant?
No.
Okay. So, have you done any jousting?
No, I'm scared to death of it, to be honest. The thought of because I have friends who do the real jousting. It's not just theater and stuff. And the thought of getting on a horse as fast as you can go to level someone with a stick that's solid.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I'm scared to death of it.
And here they're doing it over in Europe, and it does look very dangerous, this jousting and everything, because that's a thrust, and if they get a vital area, you're dead.
Yeah. There's an American jousting league as well. It's not as big as the European one, but there's a decent chunk of people who do it.
Don't they do it at medieval times?
What's that?
Don't they do it at medieval times?
Yeah.
At least the cable guy. At least that's what they showed in the cable guy.
So medieval times, I don't know anybody who works there, but from my understanding, it's not fake, but it has some choreograph to it. There's somewhere between us and WWE. I don't know, but it's something like that. It's they're still hitting each other, so there's a difference than just theater. But
like WWE.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send this around the round table. Leatherface, you got anything you want to ask him?
I've been bugging him the whole time.
Okay.
I'm just ready to set a date and head down to Texas and get my
And get
pound
that-
on.
And get that big guy, huh?
He says
Yeah.
challenge accepted, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I messaged him because I didn't want to forget. You know, I get busy sometimes, and so I messaged him now. It's like, hey,
Youngest one in curls.
challenge accepted. He says, so just get
All
down
right.
here.
All right.
Okay, I think Purple Sticky has something to say.
What's that?
No?
Yeah.
Oh, no audio.
You see that huge bong rip he just took? You probably can't talk to him.
Xecutiona, you got anything you want to ask Grant?
I don't even know really what this whole thing is about. I couldn't see it on my end, so I'm blind. I don't know what this.
I'll give you. We're both wrestlers. This is my wrestling partner of 100 years. All right, here's the scenario: a big squared circle made out of wood on dirt, surrounded by a bunch of people on stands like back in medieval days, and two dudes in full body armor and their guild, wrap on them and everything, and they have royal weapons, swords, maces, axes, etc. But not sharp. They're blunt, but they're not sharp. And they go at it. They got to take each other down to their knees, take them down, and it's over. So it's a full contact deal. And you didn't see the video, huh? Damn it!
Hey, Grant, the guys that got hit in the eye, are they blind now?
He's got the one that I know a little closer. He's little to no vision in it. It's pretty useless eye at this point.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's just there.
Yep.
And who makes the armor?
It's random. There's some bigger named people. Yuli, Pavel, Buhert Technologies. Most of them are in Ukraine. There's some American makers, but they like to charge a lot, like double to triple. Canadian Buhert makes some weapons though, and American Buhert makes weapons that are good and cost well. So there's some here.
For an average person who's about 6 feet tall and they want a full armor, how much is that going to cost?
Right now, somewhere around $2,700.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't need that to start out.
No.
I have a video up on getting started and stuff, and I advise that you don't buy crap for like 3 to 6 months. Just go to the team, pay the $50. Most of them have extra armor, so.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But it does get expensive. I've probably spent through the 4 years probably like $6,000 to $7,000. But I've bought a lot of stuff at this point.
So, like, if I'm holding my axe and the guy's coming at me with an axe and I got my fingers right there and they hit my hand, I'm going to feel that, right?
Oh, yeah, it hurts like hell. It hurts so bad it's unreal. And I will say again, Arlen.
It possibly could break your fingers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And that's happened tons of times. That's one thing I've been really lucky on. I got some weird thing in my thumb with the tendon. But besides that, people broke their hands, fingers, arms, all of it.
So this is like WWE almost in a way, but a little bit different, more different than you got armor, you got fucking axe, and
No, it's like MMA with rules.
Yeah, it's more showmanship than it is a full blown fucking.
Man, they're punching each other in the face. Showmanship.
Well, yeah, there's still but it's still some entertainment in it.
Yeah, but they're still
some
fighting.
show.
They're still MMA. I mean, WWE. You work together to put on a show and tell a story. Yeah. These guys are actually in a real competition. There's a winner, there's a loser, and it's not predetermined. Am I right about that, Grant?
Correct. And our egos take over on that one a lot. So,
hey, you know what, Phil? I think we should go to Texas. Right. I think you should take on Grant. You should take on Grant, and I'll take on Gregory.
Thanks.
We'll find y'all armor, man.
And
you'll be
fine. the tall guy was Sir Gregory. Is that his name?
Yeah, we some of us go have some show names that they use. So he uses Sir Gregor. It's from Game of Thrones. Gregor.
Because I'm hearing.
That's why it sounded familiar.
Yeah, because I'm hearing a rumor that Sir Gregory can take on Sir Leatherface and bring him down.
Yeah, he already. I messaged him right as it started. He was challenge accepted. Get down here.
All right,
Sir Leatherface.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll try anything once. Just hope you guys can carry me to the car afterwards.
Oh my god.
Actually, I've only had one injury. Like I remember in all my years of wrestling, that was being an Executioner. Was up in Marysville, and we're having a match against each other. And motherfucker, I threw him outside the ring, and I was gonna hop off the apron onto him, and we're gonna fall into all these chairs that were right there. And I jumped off. I had these Doc Martin boots. They were like 18.9 boots. And I hopped down, and it twisted my ankle, twisted and landed, and fucking snapped my ankle instantly.
And I told him not to do it.
He told me not to do it, but I'm like, I'm going to do it. So I should have I jumped and did like a body press, body to body, and landed. But I landed on my feet instead, and it snapped. That sucks. I'm sitting on the ground like, oh fuck, and he's still beating on me. I'm like, I'm hurt, motherfucker. And he's still sitting there. Oh, stop. He's sitting there just fucking hammering away at me. I'm sitting there, dude, my ankle's broke or something, man. So he hops up and we push each other a couple times, and I'm pointing at my ankle, and he's like, oh, your ankle, and then we played it off, and then he's like, well, fuck it, man. We're still partners. They put us against each other for the match.
Right. So I had to get the ref because he was like, get the ref. So I get the ref while I'm still beating on him to make it look good, And I tell the ref, hey, come on over here. He's hurt. And I'm still beating on him. And then make it look good. I mean, shit, you're in the character. That shit was funny, though.
Oh, geez.
And I had to take him to the hospital.
And that's my only wrestling injury out of all the years. That was it. I've had my back kind of sore from catching dudes off the top rope and shit, but it was, I lasted pretty good,
His butthole was real sore after he made out with Corin Nemec.
Shut the fuck up.
Grant, you know who Tony the Tiger Lopez is?
He's a boxer. Tony the Tiger Lopez. He was the lightweight champion.
Yeah, he's a three-time champion here in Sacramento. And so we had him be our ref in our other match that we did. And man, him and Face went at it. Oh man, that shit was funny, man. You put some hits in there, Face. I have to say, you hold your own. But when you had a boxer right there, man, he put you on your back.
I tried. Was shit.
Right where he wanted to be.
Cheating ass motherfuckers.
Then I had the ass in my face by Rikishi.
Oh yeah, he got Rikishi'd. Oh, that was the most. I would rather fucking get fucked in the ass by a cucumber on fire.
Well, we know that.
Shut up, Phil. But no, he fucking. Oh my god, because it was either me or him. I said I ain't doing it. I'm not gonna. I ain't doing it. That's just why. That's the one fucking ass in the world. I'd rather have Roseanne Barr's ass in my face before I would have Rikishi's. That no. That's a no. But man, he fucking swirled that shit. All you see is Executioner's feet going like this.
Is it as bad as it looks?
It was bad as it looks, man. But at least he wasn't in there. Oh, I'm sure he baby powdered. It didn't smell, right?
Did it look good though?
Did he fucking buried his hole on your nose? That was excellent.
Fuck, man, no, he didn't. But it looked good though.
Dude, he was fucking just fucking. Oh my god, I couldn't do it. All props to you. You win fatality, because there's no way in hell I was going to take that. No.
Executioner, how did you get a match with Rikishi?
We were partners down there in Freak Show Wrestling in L.A.
Oh, okay.
And that was Rikishi ran that, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, back to the medieval thing.
Away from the sweaty ass, back to the armor.
Is there an age limit to this thing, Grant? Like, who are the oldest guys out there doing this?
55.
Oh shit.
We got a guy on our team that runs. So our team's it's split because people don't want to. Houston's big, right? And we don't want to drive all the way to Houston all the time as northern city area guys. So we got to practice in Connor as well. And the one who runs that, he's 55. He still fights too. He's actually pretty good. He's been out for a little while because he tore his tricep, but he's back. He's fighting again. The guy who had the axe to the skull, I don't remember exactly how old he is, but he's in his 50s as well. And it goes, you have to be 18 because of liability insurance. But there's youth leagues, Arizona and New
Are there
Hampshire.
groupies in this sport? Are there women hanging out? Ready?
Hey guys, it's Maynard time. Brother.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin, and you're watching the Sanitarium with Leatherface.
There you go. Go right to Tristan.
That's
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol
I had to do
Baskin,
it.
and you're
That was
watching
too
the
simple.
Sanitarium.
I cut you off, Graham. I'm totally sorry. It was. I had a moment.
Hey, Purple Sticky, that kind of looks like you a little bit.
Well, I
Dude, I
like,
like your
look
backgrounds.
he looks like Joe Exotic's lover. Yeah, it looks a little bit like him. He's like, fuck you. Hey.
Better.
Now the marijuana's taking over the show.
No, that's the beer. Oh, Tristan was probably loaded before he even got on here.
It's probably that sick handlebar too.
Quit
So
jerking off.
Are there any ring rats? Are there any ring rats in Full Steel Combat?
Ah, man, I'm married, so I try not to pay attention to it. But yeah.
from a distance, you've seen a few, right?
Oh, yeah. And especially some of the bigger events. Yeah. Yep. There definitely are.
So what do you call those though? It can't be ring rats. What do you call those?
Wenches.
Wenches.
It depends on where. Yeah, it'd probably be wenches in most of our stuff because most of our stuff is a medieval fair.
Oh, that's cool. The wenches.
I mean, otherwise, you wouldn't believe how many people just come up out of nowhere and start, they're talking to you, but you can tell there's an interest well beyond just the sword. Maybe it is a sword.
Face,
you want to try it out? Would you take on Sir Gregor?
Well, this is what I was going to say. Why don't we have team off the hook against his team?
Yeah. And against this team? Yeah, we can do that. And get some one-on-ones in.
Yeah, for what it's worth.
It'd be fun.
We fought new fighters too, so we know how to level it.
How'd that work out for the new fighters?
I mean, I've fought even girl new fighters, so like you just match what's being given to you.
Oh, so Tristan will be all right.
Yeah, you match it, and if they start to go harder, so do you. They'll be all right. If not, they'll still be all right.
So, Face, we should go in gimmick, right?
Hell no, we're going in armor.
We're going. We'll have our armor, but we're going in gimmick with our masks over our gimmick.
Executioner would fit right in.
Put a helmet over our masks. We already aren't gonna be able to see.
Man, fuck that. I'm going out there with my mask. Man up, man. Fuck that. Fuck the head armor shit, man.
I'll wear it to the square. I'll wear it to the square and yank it off and put the helmet on. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm down. But
it'd be cool.
What do you know about weapons, though, man? You're like hand to hand. I've never seen you with a weapon besides a Subway sandwich or a Burger King Whopper.
Yeah, I don't need a weapon. I use my hand-to-hand combat.
So you're gonna be like shield and gauntlet, or what?
We'll figure it out, man.
You gotta block with something.
Yeah,
you gotta have like a
we'll
shield.
We'll have a shield on or something.
Well, an executioner's axe.
Yeah, I'll get an axe in there.
Yeah, big double-sided or something.
Yeah.
Not a dildo, Tristan.
The armor, does it dent easily?
Yeah, it depends on what and where.
Okay.
And really who you're fighting to. But yes. And you can only hammer it out, for so long before it's just going to fail. So.
Oh, okay.
So how many sets of armor have you gone through in 4 years?
My arms are being repaired right now, we had practice today and I didn't get to fight. It was kind of I mean, it was hot, so I wasn't sad, but I was irritated. Yeah, I still want to fight. So my arms have been repaired twice now. So I have new elbow cups is what they're called, the elbow part. I am on my second brigandine, but my legs have lasted forever. Like, that's the one thing I get so many comments, man. People chop them into legs, chop them into legs. I chop them into legs. Like, the one hit I almost never feel is when I get chopped in the legs. And I've had someone hold me down and just wail on my legs with an axe like 6-7 times in a row. So, I mean, it stings, it hurts, but it's not like you're going to drop from it. So it's not a challenge for anybody. Please don't try and,
But the back of the legs are off limits. The back of the knee.
Yeah, back of the knee for sure. It's hugely frowned upon to hit the knee at all. And depending on how experienced the ref is and how much they're looking, if you get near the area at all, you might get called anyway. So we try to stay away from it.
So where do you hit?
Big giant guy hitting the balls 3 times.
Let that one fly too.
Where do you hit?
Thigh, shin, calf. You can't hit the feet either, so you got a little area, and you better make sure it looks right.
Arm, chest, head, face.
Yep. Hands, Arlen again. And my hands, every time I got to fight that guy in a show, my hands freaking hurt.
So this is kind of like gladiator fight.
Yeah. I mean, there is zero choreograph or planning outside of who you're fighting for the shows. Even in the competitions, you know who you're fighting at least right before. There's no planning on anything. The closest it might get to anything with a plan is you might tell the guy, bro, I'm done, throw me. That's it. That's about as planned as it's going to get.
It's some medieval shit, bro. You got knights. They got fairies. You know?
Yeah.
All sorts of shit. That's cool.
Favorite.
Tristan's a fairy. That's fine. He gets it.
Not the fairy forest?
He's in the fairy forest. Paul's been quiet. What's going on, Paul? What are you thinking?
No, I was just taking it all in because something that I'm learning about.
Hey, they need the demon warrior out there. Get the demon warrior out there.
Hey, Paul, would you try it? Would you want to try it with someone your age? Would you try it?
Oh, hell no. I'm too old for that shit. And then also, too, is like when I was in Kaltenberg in Germany, just seeing those guys, I mean, in that armor, I mean, it was hot. I know they were sweating inside and everything else. I wouldn't want
Oh, yeah, they were making gravy for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. And then also, too, doing that jousting, man, if that hits the wrong area, so I wouldn't want to be involved with that.
The jousting aspect, I don't know about that. That's a little. You're gonna get hurt. Man, I want to fall off, but I get hurt falling off of the fucking patio chair. You know,
toilet, right, buddy?
Hey, that one guy though, the tall dude, Sir Gregory, he reminds me of Mountain from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's he's going for it with that name. He's 7'1" and he's over 550 pounds in armor.
Wow. Shit. I'm gonna be the fucking dog. That's who I'm gonna be.
He puts the big show, you know.
You guys saw Game of Thrones, right? The dog. It was called the dog, right? A bad motherfucker.
The Hound.
Yeah, the Hound. I'm gonna be the Hound. That motherfucker.
Hey,
bad motherfucker.
Now, someone like Sir Gregory, how much did his armor cost? You said the other ones were about 2,700. How much was something like Sir Gregory? Because
it does cost more, yeah, because it's more surface area, right? So
dude wears enough armor to cover a fucking VW bug. I mean, come on.
I'm gonna guess about 3,500. That's just a guess, though.
Okay, all right.
Are the helmets padded inside? You know, because they take some pretty good hits.
Yeah, I gotta show a video of this. I'm actually gonna record one tonight for it. Sorry, I picked myself. I got blood. I don't know where the blood came from. Anyway, there's a medieval liner in there that's somewhat accurate. It's just like couch foam padding kind of, and then we have concussion padding against the metal part of it. So, but that's it.
So is that something like a BMX kind of helmet or a skateboard helmet inside, or not even that much?
Not even that much. It's literally just like that. You know that sticky concussion foam? You ever seen that before?
A little bit. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's like half an inch thick-ish stuff, and it's made for lining football helmets and stuff, I believe. We have that along the steel inside part, and then just a padded linen liner with some couch foam is really what it is.
That sounds like if you get your bell rung, you're really gonna feel it for days with that.
Yeah, and if the helmet don't fit, it's literally like a bell getting rung. You can hear it.
Jesus.
It's pretty crazy. But I mean, I've never had. I went through. Well, I guess I didn't say that. I've been through like 4 helmets. The one that I just retired, it's caved in so much on this spot right here. Like, if I wear it a couple more times and get a hit, I'm toast, I think.
How many times can you hammer it out? Let's say like an average 4x4 blunt hit. I mean, how many times average can you hammer it out before it's no good?
This one, I went through. I was the third person. I bought it from a friend, and he got it from a friend. And so it was 2 years worth of hammering it out. But like helmets are harder to hammer out because you got to get the hammer in there and stuff. It's just very awkward. So I didn't do it a lot. Maybe that's the problem. It's actually right there. There we go.
Go ahead and grab it. Bring it on down. Yeah. Grab it.
It's retired. Not using it anymore because you can see. Let's get it out.
Damn. That's like hammered more than an 80s porn star.
Bring it. Let's see it face. Put a big screen on there.
Yep, there it goes.
I'll see if I can angle this right. There
Damn.
we go. Yeah,
that's hammered more than Kim Kardashian's crotch.
Woo. This spot.
Well, that retired that helmet, huh? That hit right there.
It's done. It was so comfy though, man. Like I have one now. So we call it a nasal. I don't know what the right word is for it. It's because of this thing right here. Schnoz. One of my friends and followers kind of deemed that dick. Yeah. Anyway,
hey Grant.
My new one doesn't have this, and I kind of miss it.
Hey Grant, since all you guys have these armor suits, does Hollywood come knocking on your door and say, "Hey, we need some knights for our movie"?
I'm working on that, but right now, no.
No, okay, all right.
Dude, that's like a bucket list thing. Is like being on the next Lord of the Rings or a new.
Yeah, I mean,
or a new fucking.
Like Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
They were knocking on their door and say, "Hey, we need some knights."
You know, the Mountain Thor. Thor. He's like he's the world's strongest man, and that's what got him on, right? Because he's big, strong, and that's what they needed. I don't know if I could say it or not. They didn't tell me I couldn't, but I've talked to some people for a couple shows. Screw it. We might have America's Got Talent and Howard Stern, so we'll see.
Okay.
Howard Stern, that's the fun show. Me and I had my old show, Offload TV. Before it was a network for podcasts, it was a video series. It was one of our crew members, Flex. He can suck air up his ass, and so he'd do butt stunts. But he would suck air. Tristan's giving me an eyebrow. He would suck air up his ass and fart on command. He would just suck a bunch of air up, and you would hear it go. You can hear it, and he just rip it. You know what I'm saying? So Howard Stern had Will the Farter that did the same thing, but he has an artificial fucking rectum, so he like can really suck him up. And so we had a challenge, and he got accepted. And so me and Flex flew to New York, went on the Howard Stern show, and it was for the Fart Olympics, the very first one. And Flex went against Will the Farter. He lost, but Flex had a stunt. If he wouldn't have fucked up that stunt, Maurice, he would have made it. He had a little stunt to where he would suck one up, shove a straw in his ass. What did he call it? What did we call it, Maurice?
Club soda?
The club soda. He would get a glass of water, right? And then he would fucking suck one up, shove a straw in his ass. Then he'd back up and put the straw in the water. He'd fart and bubble the water and seltzer the water. And but he has to use a hollowed out pen. You can't use a straw, and actually he can't do it. But they gave him a straw, and he couldn't do it. And I couldn't throw him a pen from where I was at, so he botched it. But yeah, that's our Howard Stern. I don't get to tell the Howard Stern story very often, but yeah, wish you luck though. However, love it. As long as you can fucking hit someone with a sword and fucking while some chick on the corner has something in her butt, it'd be a great show.
Yes, I just want Beetlejuice to hit me in armor. That'll make my world.
Oh, dude, I would pay-per-view pay to watch you just fucking full-blown. Oh my god, just a big two-hander fucking, and just knock him up in the air, do a wreck him blow up in the air, man.
So I told him, like, I'll find him something to fit him. I promise you.
That would be.
He can hit me as hard as he can first. I don't care.
Beetlejuice is the man.
Hey, Grant. Also, too, has History Channel or National Geographic, because of the unique things that you guys are doing, your special culture of nights. Has anyone like that contact you to do a documentary or anything like that?
So there is there is a show. There is a show called Night Fight that was on History Channel. It's right as the sport really started gaining some traction, from what I understand. They only have one season though. Things didn't work out. The league split not long after that into two different leagues too. So maybe it has something to do with that. I'm not sure. There's been a couple documentaries that we've done some filming for Full Steel Combat. As far as I know, they're not out yet. There is one. I should find the name too. There's one that is out, and it goes through some of the people's lives. I'm going to look it up. I think it focuses on women fighters a lot too, because there's a decent chunk of women dual fighters, and then the teams on top of it.
Oh, I have a vision. Tristan versus one of the badass chicks.
Oh, there's Carly, that girl I was saying on our team. She'll fight.
Yeah,
she's good too.
Look at Tristan. He's pretty. Look at his hair. Show me your hair. Go ahead and do a little.
You know, why we gotta go there with the woman thing? You know, I can face a man. I don't need to face a woman because I have long hair.
Are you skinny, John Wick looking motherfucker? Whoa. Yeah. They ain't no dude there your size. You get demolished. Like, you can't do. Yeah. Grant would kill you.
Maybe.
It's not about size, dude. It's about the brain.
Look at me. What I'm trying to do. I'm going to get destroyed. I have some will and some excitement.
Look like Terry Schiavo in the background.
I will say there's some guys, half my size in terms of strength and width, that they rock my world, man.
Hey, Grant, if you can get El-Guapo over to Texas, he makes documentaries.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think we all should go. I think you need to match Paul up with some old grandpa there. I think we need to get Tristan against that one chick. That'd be awesome. I think Phil needs to go one-on-one with Grant. I need to take on Biggins. Mauricio probably needs to help me take on Biggins. But we'll see.
Leatherface and Rikishi. Get Rikishi and Leatherface.
Rikishi.
I'll pay for that.
Me and Rikishi do an armored battle. He don't need armor. He just has a big old ass. It'll deflect all them fucking weapons.
Boop, boop, boop. That documentary, Paul, it's called Steel Song.
Get TK out there.
What's it called?
Shit.
Steel Song. It's documentary follows the women fighters. So
TK all day.
TK all day.
I wish Rikishi would get an armor. That'd be funny.
He had a big old armor plate just for his ass. This big old shiny thing. Like, what the fuck?
That's a big hilarious guitar.
I know he's not listening. That's why I'm talking shit. I know. Shit. Very exciting show. We're getting close to the end here. What time is it? We're only 4 minutes over. We can go a little over. Who gives a shit? That's good.
Saturday night, motherfucker.
It's Saturday night. You know, we're good. Kids are in bed.
Yeah.
Where'd El-Guapo go? What the fuck? He's gone.
Sorry about that.
I love your backgrounds.
My dog threw up. My dog threw up on the one of my arms. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Good times.
That's disgusting.
El-Guapo, would you do a documentary on these nights over in Texas?
Yeah, I'd love to if I were closer, or if somebody could send me the footage and then I could do everything via proxy.
Dude, road trip, man.
I got
Just for a
3 years worth of footage, dude. If you ever need it.
Really?
Yep.
That would be interesting. Yeah, it's I've done 2 documentary films when I was living in Sacramento, and so yeah, and won a few awards for them. So I love documentaries. I'm a documentary addict.
And that one documentary was on PBS for a while.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
2 years. I had one that ran on PBS for 2 years.
Yeah, if you ever want to and you need stuff, just hit me up, man. Let me know. I'll work with you.
Yeah, appreciate that. That's I have to look into that.
And it doesn't have to be just me. I know people, we can get a good amount of footage and stuff. So
Thank you. Yeah, that might be an awesome project.
Maybe that'd be good for Russell News Buzz. We can show some clips like that too.
Steel wrestling.
I'm gonna send Leatherface here like every clip of Gregor, so he knows what he's getting into.
I've probably seen the most mildest one. The rest of them is terrible.
Did you see the one with him fighting Gimli, the 5'6" dude?
Just the one. That's the one I showed earlier. Is the only one I've seen.
Okay, yeah, I'll send that one to you later. But it's the one. He's 7'1", right, and the other guy's 5'6". So
yeah.
Oh shit,
it's
David Goliath.
Yep, because we don't, we technically don't have weight classes, even though we try to match them, right? But if they want to do it, or we think it'll funny if they'll do it, we talk them into it. But yeah, he wanted to do it, so he went at it. It was pretty brutal.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
It was nice knowing him, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say much though, because this guy leveled me, and he's saying I'm 6 foot, 225 pounds, and I came running across from the backside of the team fights, and he just threw that football shoulder, and down I went, man. So size doesn't always matter.
How long do you guys train before you actually start competing? Average?
3-ish months, and depending on the team, it depends on the team too. How many people there are on the team, how many veterans there are on the team, things like that. It was 3 to 6 months before I got invited to really do something that was cool,
There's some crazy Olympic sports like curling, for example. I'm just wondering why if this is pretty old, you said, especially in Europe. Any thought of this becoming an Olympic event?
They've been working on it for almost 10 years, I think now. But there's some barriers about like the fighters and the winners that the Olympics have a problem with. So I don't know what they are, but that's all I've been told. I know they're working on it though.
Winter.
I wish they'd do it.
That's the issue, is winter?
No. Something with the winners, like how you determine winners and the way the fights go and stuff like that.
Man, I mean, if they can have boxing and skateboarding and Olympic judo, I can't see why they couldn't get their act together on this one. It seems like it'd be a good event. A lot, like I said, better than curling.
What's that other one? Extreme sports or whatever too.
The extreme sports. Well, there's also that one where you like cross country ski and then shoot a gun and all that. That James Bond kind of shit. So I mean, it seems like there's room there for this in the Olympic events.
I think so too.
That's Roseanne.
If I had more time, I'd be diving into trying to figure it out, but I don't. I've asked though, and it has something to do, some kind of weird barrier where they're trying to work through it and convince them that this is, okay or something like that.
If you have a question,
it's a sick T-Rex, dude.
Look at that living room. Straight up Roseanne.
that is the Roseanne set.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I had the what was it? The Cosby House.
Yeah. Don't have a drink with it. Don't have any alcoholic drinks in that house.
Oh, there's the couch. That's the couch. That's my old couch.
Oh, jeez. Oh man, we're going to cut it off, man. Thanks for coming out, Grant. It was awesome. It was pretty prompt coming out here and last minute and doing a cool little show with us.
Nah,
it's usually a lot smoother, man. StreamYard is a little more. I've been using it for 3 years. So this new little thing here is I like the backgrounds. It's pretty fun, pretty flexible, not more options. But
Yeah,
it's gonna
lucky
take
you,
a 30
Grant. You
minutes
got
to
to
get
do
used
the
to it.
experiment tonight.
Oh yeah, use our experiment.
Thanks for having me, Tim. I actually like the backgrounds a lot. By the
Hey,
way.
thanks for showing us your helmet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Face loves helmets.
I love
He saves this bald, beautiful head of mine. So
I just love helmets.
All right, thank you, Grant.
Yeah, thanks,
absolutely.
Good
Thank
show.
y'all too.
Great talking to you.
All right, man. Go ahead and stay tuned after we go ahead and get off here. This is Leatherface checking out here at the Sanitarium, and y'all have a good night.